the one and only unstoppable Randy.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Originally from Brooklyn.
You gotta talk up.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, born and raised. You know, New York is my hometown. You know, and Soraya is my good friend, and soon-to-be actress, etc., and stuff like that. And we usually do the Zoom meetings, but today she decided to come all the way to my city. Okay,
From where?
to my
From
town.
where? From where?
Okay, she's from Baltimore, you know, Maryland, The Wire, remember that show?
I used to be in The Wire. I wasn't The Wire before, but go ahead.
My friends worked on The Wire. You know? I couldn't get on there. I tried, but they didn't let me. So Law and Order hired me. So, okay. You know. So yeah. We out here. We're going to do this interview on set, you know, podcast and talk about my latest projects I got coming up.
Yes. Oh my gosh, y'all thought I did a lot.
My goodness. It's miraculous.
He's doing it. He's doing it.
I'm
Man, he's in magazines. He's behind the cameras at news stations.
Yeah.
He's a reporter. He's a journalist. He's on all platforms when it comes to the smart TVs, correct?
Yes.
Tell them about it.
Well, I'm on a streaming service right now. I'm on a couple streaming services. I'm on streaming service called Station 6. I'm on another streaming service called Shadow TV. Okay, I'm on a couple of other streaming services. I can't even pronounce the name or anything. Okay, catch me on YouTube. All right, I'm on regular local television here in New York.
On what local station? On what local station and what YouTube station? So they know.
Brick Arts Media. Go to brickartsmedia.com. If you're in New York, you can be able to see it. You're like mostly in Brooklyn, Bronx, and but worldwide brickartsmedia.com. Okay, so you can check it out there. I'm on like almost every day, all day.
Yes.
Sometimes people tell me. And I'm on YouTube, youtube.com/RandyJonesFilms. Also have a website, randyjonesproduction.com. Website is kind of down now, but you know.
Yeah, well, listen to this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, just to let you know, you're not alone. I have paid $4,000 for a website. They say, Soraya, you gotta have a website because business-like, you need to have one so someone can go to it and see the kind of work you do. Now, mind you, I paid $4,000 a year ago for a website for the Diamond Touch Inc. and Black Diamond Builders. Neither one of them are working right now, and I pay my bill every single month, all day, anytime it come up, a lot of times before it's time. So you're not alone.
Okay.
I paid for something, still not getting the service. So sometimes it's not worth doing all that they say you should do because everyone else is doing it when you can be your own person. But go
I
ahead.
need you to hook you up with my guy. He only charge me $20 a year.
Huh?
I need to hook you up with my guy who did my website.
Don't need to do it.
Okay, he only charge me like $20 a year.
All right, well, let's do it.
Now like $60 and everything.
Let's do
but
it.
But yeah, I'm a jack of all trades.
Okay, what else you do, Jack?
I'm an actor, writer, director. A lot of people calling me the next Tyler Perry. I'm not trying to be like Tyler Perry.
Listen to this. I don't mean to cut you off sometimes when I talk.
Yeah.
I'm not cutting you off. I'm just letting you know we are together. We're doing the same thing.
Yes.
But they said that Madea had nothing on me. I'm a fool.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm a serious fool.
Yeah, you kind of remind me of Shanae. In a better way. I see, Soraya and I, we joke around a lot.
Yes.
And I'll be honest, you got all this energy. Like a 10-year-old. You eat sugar?
No.
Okay.
I'm a vegan now.
You're vegan?
Yeah, it's only been like, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So the last time I had some lobster was about a week and a half ago. That was the last time I ate any meat.
Okay.
So I'm vegan now.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Another vegan from Maryland.
And it's crazy because I just came from one of your gift shops down there at New York. Down there down the street somewhere, and the guy name was Jimmy. Kudos to Jimmy for looking out for me. I didn't pay nothing on full price. Didn't pay no taxes, no nothing. You know, it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "How old are you?" I said, 44. He said, "I swear I don't give you no more than 25." What? Let me tell you, when you lift certain things off of you that you didn't know was on you, and they already told me I looked good back then you can look as young as me. I'm 44 going on 45, but go ahead.
I'm 53 going on 54. I feel like 93 going on 103.
Really?
But
maybe you should go vegan then.
No. I'm talking about the stress in New York, but I'm all right. Thank God, you know. But yeah, I'm in my second season right now on my mini TV series.
What's the
called
name of it?
Get Jonesy.
I remember I watched some of that.
Yeah. It's actually a story based upon, you know, of a guy played by me. He used to be a former, you know, CIA agent.
I've seen that one.
And he decided to leave the force because of there's some inside sites, you know, things that he know about the CIA agent that's not like.
That's crazy. You said that.
That's not good.
So do you know Freeway Ricky Ross story?
I heard of it before.
Well, maybe you should read it. We'll talk about it later. But go ahead.
So that's the name of the film and that the miniseries, and we're in our second season. I'm like on my 4th episode right now. We got like about 10 to 15 more because it's a miniseries and stuff like that. And it's being played on Station 6, called Shadow TV, of course YouTube and everything, on a couple of other streaming services coming. And I'm looking to go further with it. Maybe put it like on something like on Stars TV and things of that nature.
Let's do
a lot
that.
of shooting, a lot of, you know,
Gangster stuff.
Gangster stuff.
I love it.
But positive, you know. It's about what goes on in the CIA, you know, and stuff like
so
that.
are these real stuff or just stuff that's going on in your imagination about what's going on
Well,
with the CIA?
you can say
Sometimes
both.
you shouldn't talk about things that you don't know nothing about.
You can say both, okay?
Okay.
I mean, just like any other CIA agent, you know, movie or TV show you watch. Okay? It's all for action. It's acting. And acting. I'm an action kind of guy. I love action and comedy.
I know.
Dramedy.
I know.
So this idea came to me, and my last name is Jones. And funny thing about it, the way I got the idea, years ago, my dad, you know, he used to work for sanitation. And before he retired, and a lot of his friends was Italian. So yeah, one Italian guy by the name of Joe. And every time he called on the phone, you know, for my dad to go to work, he said, Jonesy? He just kept saying, Jonesy. And then here it is, decades later, that name came back to my mind. And I liked the movie. I saw it played by, I believe, John Travolta and Danny DeVito was in it, called Get Shorty. I was like, okay, I'm about to do something like this. I can't call it Get Tally, even though I'm tall.
You can call it whatever you want.
Yeah, I know, but I ain't want to like copycat and people come.
Man, that's not a copycat. You say shorty, you say tally.
Okay, so I figured let me kind of get a catchphrase. You know, as a business person, so I said, hey, Jonesy, get Jonesy.
I like it.
And I just put the whole more of the story behind it and everything. It's all improv mostly, and we're just having a lot of fun.
I know you did.
I got Michael Jones, my camera guy who works with me as well.
Where he at?
Okay, well he couldn't make it today. He's busy working on other projects and everything. I got Javier, my Asian actor. He works with me, action figure. You saw him in the scene. He was the guy at night shooting with the
You talking about the one with the long hair?
Yeah.
I like him.
Yeah, a lot of people like him. You're going to see more of him coming.
I like him a lot.
You're going to see Sword Fighter. I got a couple of swords.
I seen them.
Sword Fighter and a whole lot of things in the train.
I see the girls that you had in your stuff.
Yeah.
You know, talking about your wife like you look good. So I would have slayed the hell out of you. I don't care if it was planned or not. So how you think this is? You not having no girls coming in there not looking gooder than me.
No.
If you were doing all right. Have them looking good. Make me one of them too.
I deal with models. I deal with models. Anybody who wants to work and everything. Like
that's good. So you do look out for people.
Yeah, that's what I got going on. And a couple of other projects. I just started working on a new movie I'm working on for the station, for the streaming service.
And what's the name of the streaming service again?
It's called Station 6. And the name of the movie is called Dr. Know-It-All. It's a comedy. Okay, I play a guy who knows everything, how to, you know, solve people's problems and stuff like that. But when it comes to my own personal relationships, I don't know that.
That's crazy because they used to call me Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde or whatever it's called because, I mean, at one split second, it was only because I was like on drugs and
oh my goodness.
I'm talking about when you're on drugs.
I know the feel. I have
man, I'm telling you.
Friends and family members.
I was really Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I was. I mean, because I used to do the chemist thing. Matter of fact, I was talking to my producer earlier about one of the things I used to do when I used to thought I was a chemist.
Yes.
So I used to do drugs, and a lot of times when I was pumping dope in me, if like it got plugged with blood, I would take it out, crush it up, and just get as much dope out of the blood as possible and put them in a new height. So I would have like 14 new heights just sitting there with all of this blood and dope and everything. And the crazy thing about it is that the people that were selling drugs too, because I had to sell drugs to keep drugs so I could have it to do it. They used to purchase my stuff with blood in it. Now, mind you, I had Hep C, and they knew I had Hep C. C. But they had Hep C too, so they didn't care, but they did not want any dope without the blood in it. They said my blood was the best dope they ever had.
Oh my goodness. But thank God you got delivered on that.
Woo, thank God, yeah. But at least I tell those stories because I'm just letting people know if I did it, you can do it too.
Yeah, well, my story wasn't about drugs. I've been around drugs. I've been around people who took drugs. I had relatives who was on that, and you know, thank God they got off. You know, a lot of them no longer here and everything. And I had friends and relatives and friends I knew that took drugs and everything. Even people I knew that sold drugs. But so I grew up in that environment where I came from out of Brooklyn. You know, in my neighborhood where I'm from originally. You know, but my story is more like I was in and out of shelter. I was homeless.
Okay.
Yeah, I was homeless for a number of years. But even while I was homeless, I was still pursuing my career as an actor, as a filmmaker.
Okay.
In fact, in the midst of being homeless, let me tell you how good God is. I actually went to Africa for a couple of weeks. I was in Ghana, Africa, in Kumasi. Beautiful place.
I gotta go.
You gotta go there.
Remember we talked about going?
Yes, we did, yes.
I told you I was gonna come here before the year was out. Did I do what I said I was
Yeah,
gonna
you
do?
said you were going to take me with you to Africa or something like that.
Yes, I didn't say I was gonna pay for you, but I said we can go together. That's
In fact, I'm planning to go back to Africa because I wrote a script and I'm going to be filming out there, you
Let's
know,
go
in
together.
South Africa. Yeah, I'm going to go out there in the jungle.
But I do have connections. I have connections. I have discounts. All of that. I'm a travel agent.
Okay,
you know
yes.
what I'm saying? I do a
Yes.
lot of stuff, so we can definitely go. And
Okay,
I mean,
definitely.
my blessing would be, you know, hooking you up with the connections that I have
Yes,
and
definitely.
the discounts, and
Yes,
you just show me
definitely.
around when we get out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, the part of Africa I want to go back on is South Africa.
I want to go to a third country because I'm so grateful for where I'm at now, but I
Yes.
feel like we living in hell.
Yes.
We live in hell, and it's about how you perceive things and how you
Yes.
actually respond to things when those things come to you. And we was born in sin.
I tell people, listen, especially, you know, when it comes to, you know, our people, I say, listen, you don't realize how good you got it
They
until
don't.
you go to another country. A third world country. You don't realize how good I'm
I wanna
telling you
go so
right now.
bad.
It's bad to be homeless, but the homeless you got over here, like in New York City, wherever,
It's
like
paradise.
paradise compared to what they got. I saw people in huts. I mean, like, really. While we think people eating out the garbage food that the restaurants throw out, we got folks out there living off of bugs
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, being homeless is no good. Period. Because like I
Right.
said, I was homeless. for
It's
nothing.
okay if you have a story and you can help someone, let them
Well,
know
yeah, that's the reason
that
why-
homeless is where your heart is at.
Yeah, that's the reason why I tell people about my story. You know, we said testimony in the church. My story, what I went through, being homeless, left and right, in and out of shelters. Okay, I mean, there was times I had to sleep with my sneakers, you know, underneath my pillow. One eye open, one eye closed. I didn't even know I was going to even make it to the next day. It was so rough. It was bad. Things I'm not even going to talk about. Why
Why not? Why not?
It's a little
Why
too-
not? Who
like
are
this.
you helping if you're keeping these stories to
Well,
yourself?
I went through-
I didn't come to New York not to help somebody.
Listen, when I was in the shelter,
Okay.
right, there was certain time I was around gangsters. I was around dudes who went to jail when I was in the 7th grade. And they just got out 20 years later. One of the dudes I was around, he was connected with one of the biggest drug dealers in the world here in New York.
Okay.
One of the biggest kingpins, I'm not going to say who,
right,
but you know,
okay.
one of the biggest kingpins. He told me he spent like 41 years in prison. He said he gonna never do nothing to commit a crime. I said to myself, yeah, I don't think so. 41 years in prison. His buddy that dropped a dime on him, he said he got 100 years. So he's still in there. And I'm like, another guy I was in the shelter with, they was talking to him and they said, what you went in there for? He said robbery and murder. And I'm like, he just got out of 20 years. I'm like, my goodness, I'm around all these guys. I mean, I'm around all this criminality. I mean, I know I grew up in a neighborhood with that, but it's like I had to sleep in the same dorm with these guys.
Right.
That I didn't know they was gonna like cut my throat, slash me up. These are gangsters.
Right.
I was with, you know, the Spanish Latino gang and everything. You know, they had the tattoos on it. You know, they make a Christmas belt like, you
What's
know,
going on
public
over there?
school. Oh, that's NASDAQ. They do that almost every day. They come over here.
What is it?
NASDAQ.
What they do?
Those are like CEOs, executives, a couple of millionaires.
Oh, okay, a couple people I need to meet. Or they need to know me. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, they need to know you. Yeah, we'll be over there soon. Okay, so yeah, so I have went through a lot with that. It was, I mean, it was like, it was
Horrific to you?
It was horrific. It was crazy. And I said to myself, like, after I leave, come out the shelter, never again.
Was
Never.
that the story, or you went back a couple more times?
I went back a couple of more times. I didn't
Okay.
want to go back, but because of living condition, rent going up and stuff like that. And there was one time I was paying my rent to one of the landlords in the building.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't even know. Come to think about it, a few months later, he sold the building to somebody else.
Uh-huh.
And he was still taking my rent illegally. So
Yeah,
what
they
happened,
do
the
that all the
marshals came to my house with guns and everything.
Are you serious?
And I had to get kicked. Yeah, I had to get
Wait a
put
minute, but
out.
why they come with guns? The marshals came with guns?
Yeah, they came with guns to get
But
me
why?
out. And they wanted me out the apartment. I'm like, listen, I didn't know that I was paying my rent to the old landlord because he never told nobody. And but when I got put out of the apartment, right, what happened, the old landlord, he still lived downstairs, he got me back into the apartment and I was sitting in there illegally. And I was like, oh Lord, and you know what's so sad? I got sick one day and I went to the hospital, right? Called an ulcer attack. Thank God, for his
Is that
deliverance.
ulcer?
I called an ulcer attack.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of stress for what I was going through.
Not just stress, was you eating good?
At that time, I was eating okay. It was mostly a lot of stress. A lot of things I went through. I lost my parents not too long ago. I lost my older
Yes,
brothers.
I'm sorry.
So a lot of things that happened.
Okay.
So what happened, I was in a hospital, right? I was laying in the hospital at the ICU.
Uh-huh.
The landlord came to see me,
Mm-hmm.
right? But he didn't come to see me to see how I was doing. He came to see me just to get the rent.
Are you
And
serious?
I'm
In the
serious.
hospital?
In the hospital. I'm like, really? He just wanted the rent. And I'm like, really? He just came to get the rent. And when he found out I didn't have it, he just left. I said, I don't believe this. So eventually when I went back to the place, I had to leave and I ended up going in the shelter. And it was, oh my goodness.
Okay, it was horrific right at that time, right?
Yes.
But what lessons did you learn when you was in there? Because sometimes the most horrific stories, or what you think is horrific, is not about that. It's about, and sometimes when you do things over and over again, and like, dang, I thought I did it right this time, it's because it's a lesson you did not learn.
Yeah. I learned this. I learned not to expect a handout. I learned that when you on your own, like when your parents told you, when you get on your own, that real world, ain't nobody gonna care about you.
That's
I learned
right.
that the hard way.
So basically, she said, F that kid.
Exactly. Not in that language, but yeah.
I
said,
don't
freak-
know.
yeah,
I said F.
Freak that kid. Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
forget
Yeah.
that kid.
I learned that you can't get a handout.
That's
You know,
right.
and my pastor always told me, you got to go in there and do what you got to do for your own, and nobody gonna care about you. My dad told me that. He said, Randy, one day I'm not gonna be here. You gotta, you gotta take care of yourself. When you get out there, when I got out there, I realized how hard it is in the world. Cause I'm a humble guy. I try to be nice and helping people and everything. And I figure everybody's gonna be like that. Told me, New York is a wake up call. America's a wake up call. It's not like that. Okay? I let you in my house, and when it's time for me to let me in your house, I get spit on. Nah, we ain't got no room there.
Yeah, I don't expect nothing from anyone.
Yeah, I learned that. Don't expect a handout. Okay, even in this industry, do not expect a handout. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing, especially African American.
They give it to you, but they give it to you with wanting something back, and you don't know what that is.
Yeah, you gotta do something.
Yeah,
Okay?
we
You
were
got-
talking about that yesterday. We did a podcast. Was it yesterday or the day before? So yesterday we did a live podcast with a young lady. Her name is let me say it right, the real Ray Millie, and she's a star.
Okay.
And she's a star, and she came to Baltimore and did her first podcast with me.
Oh
She
wow.
had 54K plus followers.
Wow. That's a blessing.
Yeah,
Hands up to that. That's a blessing.
that girl is doing it.
Wow.
That girl's doing it. But what I wanted to say about handouts, even when people give me stuff or try to push it on me, I want to know exactly what's the reason for you giving it to me. Because if I feel like I didn't work for it, like mentally, or knowing that I physically worked for it and it was my duty to do that, to get that,
Yeah.
I want to know, what are you giving this to me for? Because I don't want anything. I don't care if it's a gift. I don't want anything from anyone. I don't believe that I worked for it.
Yes.
Unless it's a holiday.
Ain't
Something
nothing.
totally different.
Ain't nothing given free. I
Nothing.
know you're talking about
I
all
was
these
just talking
bikers coming in getting things. Trust me, there's a price behind everything.
Even with when they came out with the loan, the PPP loan,
Yeah.
everybody was getting us out. They stupid. They don't realize they about to get them.
Exactly.
They gonna get that stuff one way or another.
Exactly. Even when you get these stimulus checks, okay, there's gonna be tax after that.
Man, I don't don't take nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing. I don't care what they say they owe me. I want to see it in black and white.
Exactly. So
Why does this owe back to me?
exactly, you're exactly right. So that's what I had learned, and ever since then, I learned to really strive even harder for what I want.
Yeah,
Go
talk about
further,
the
'cause
struggle. Go
this-
ahead.
Yeah, strive even harder because like there was a time I gave this up. I was going to stop this. I said a couple of times.
Why?
Because of what I was going through, everything that was happening.
Mentally?
Yeah, mentally, you know, kind of spiritually, and things are just wearing on me. And I was like, just going through, it was bugging me out in my mind. I just said to, I even thought about, I'm just going to say it like this. I know, bad thing helps about
No, go ahead.
I even thought about suicidal a couple of times.
I've been
And thank
there.
God, he spared me, because if he wouldn't have spared me, I wouldn't be here.
Right.
You know, when
How
it
did he
gets-
spare you?
He spared me by sending people in my life to talk to me,
Awesome.
to tell me, don't do that. Don't do this. Okay?
But you cried for help and you told people what you were thinking, right?
Yeah.
Because they couldn't help you if they didn't know what you were
Exactly.
going through and you didn't open your mouth and ask for that help.
Exactly.
And maybe you didn't ask for it. They heard that you needed it and they gave it to you because they loved you.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
But see, here's the thing. I first came and I cried out to God. I prayed. That's what I did. And I said, I can't take this. This is it. I'm not going to do this. Like on my way coming here, I was going to call this off at first because I was feeling a certain way. I was nervous and scared. And I'm not usually nervous and scared to do this kind of stuff.
Okay.
You know, I was feeling a certain way and everything. And I said, you know what? I was praying and the Lord said, you're going to be okay by tomorrow. The next day. I said, okay. And that's okay. I'm coming. I thought, man, you were going to change it. Maybe you had an appointment or something like that. So I
You
learned.
thought I was going to change?
I thought you were gonna say, hey, listen, I gotta close on a house with somebody, I gotta do this, so I gotta change it, I gotta change. Okay. I didn't know. And then I say, she coming all the way from Maryland, even though that's just next door, but that's far away. Okay? And I'm just right here in the New York. I live in the city. So I'm right here. So let me just come down and just stretch my faith and come and help my
When you called me, I said he better not be calling me telling me he about to change. I was in Delaware when you called me. I swear he better not call me and tell me he's about to change.
Nah, I wouldn't do that. The only way I would do something like that was like 2 or 3 days in advance. I said, listen, I got a call for Oprah and I can't do it. She want me to come to our house with Tyler Perry doing a movie. I can't do it. I'm getting $50,000 offer. And you give me 10, I can't, 50 to 10. And that's the only way I do it. Or I may even invite you to come out there. So listen, why don't you come out there? I'll fly you out there.
And I would have been there. I would have been there.
You sure you would have been there?
I'm telling you. Am I here?
In California, yeah.
Am I here?
Yeah,
California, I've been to California. I go to California all the time.
Yeah, I would love to move there. That's what I'm trying.
I go to California and Las Vegas where I used to go all the time. I go to Las Vegas all the time.
I may be going to Vegas soon. I'm not sure.
I got a timeshare out there. Just holler
really?
at me.
Okay, yeah, because I got a connection.
Yes, 5 stars.
I got a connection with a former wrestler that connected with me. He's getting his own TV show. He just got a deal with several TV show. He's looking for content, and they want some of my content on there. And he's a former wrestler, a very famous guy that used to wrestle with Hulk Hogan all back in the day.
I love Hulk.
And him and I, we talk on the phone all the time.
All right,
Really
so
good guy.
let me go there with you. I can do my own thing. I'm not a picky bagger, but I will support the hell out you.
You connect with me.
Support you.
You connect with me, I connect with you. So now when I get on the radio, when I talk, I said I got Soraya Parker out here. I got this person working for me. I got that person.
That's right.
And I expose people.
Me too.
I let them know. But let me tell you about the struggle. So yeah, so that's what I was going through in the shelter and everything. And now what I learned not to expect a handout. I learned to work harder at what I'm doing. I learned not to be lazy. I learned not to just depend on Hollywood.
Right.
Okay, like I tell all my actors, listen, y'all gonna go work with me, right? I'm gonna tell you this. I can't promise you Hollywood, but I can take you to the airport to get you there. What I mean by that, in other words, you working with me, I can't say you're gonna be the next Denzel, Halle Berry and all that. I can't promise you that. But I can take you to the airport, you get on that airplane, and you get to California and LA, and you do your thing, and you become what you become.
So basically you're saying it in a better way, like I guess like today's way, whereas though you're saying that I can take a horse to the water, but I can't make them drink it or something like that?
Well, no, not like that.
Sounds like it to me.
No, not like that. It's more like saying
You got a part to do.
I could interview you for a job.
Right, but you gotta
Exactly.
you gotta do
Put it
that.
like that. I'm gonna say it like I heard Martin used to say on television. When I blow up, boo boo boo, you blow up.
Exactly.
In a good way, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So it's like saying if I get a deal with Sony Pictures, okay, you're connected with me, you gotta deal with Sony Pictures, you gotta deal with
Right,
me.
but they still gotta do their part.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's not like, because I'm going to tell you like this.
I take you where I go. Put it like that.
We're all the
That's
same.
where I want to go.
Right.
That's what I want.
But a lot of times when you take certain individuals where you go, they feel like, okay, I'm already here. I don't got to do much. Let him do it.
Well, I'm glad you said that. Because before I take anybody anywhere, I'm just going to say, like, I'm not being religious, but I got to be real. God always showed me their true colors, okay?
Exactly.
Before, and I had several actors and actresses that work with me that's no longer around with me now.
That's right.
The reason why, because I was going to the next level, and all of a sudden they started changing their colors. They started acting a certain way. Okay, a dog.
Like they need you know
exactly.
something like you wasn't an answer from the beginning.
Exactly. The dog started meowing. The cat started barking. So,
I like that.
So in other words, they started acting outside from what they were. So that told me right there and then, nope, you can't come. Nope, you can't come. Nope, you can't come. You can come, you come, but nope, you can't come.
That's right.
Okay, so I can't bring everybody with me. Okay, I want to, I have a desire, but everybody can't go where you're
I'm
going.
glad you said that.
Okay.
Because, I mean, even though, you're connecting me with a lot of people, I'm the connect of all nations because once I
Yes.
get connected, I always connect everyone.
Yes.
Connect them with everything I have, whatever like that. But it's like God put someone in my life
Yes.
for me to realize that he was in my life for a season.
Yes.
And I had a lesson to learn to not to respond the way I usually would respond if I
Yes.
was out in the world. Because when people see me, they need to see the light of God
Yes.
first.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
he's living from the inside out when it comes to me.
You know what it said? I was just reading this over with my apostle. I believe it's in Colossians chapter 3, verse 3. It talks about
Colossians chapter 3, verse 3. Colossians
chapter 3, verse 3. 3 and 4. It talks about you are dead. We are dead to sin. That means the old way you used to live is no longer the way you are now. See how you talk about when you using drugs, you all that?
Yeah.
People wouldn't expect that. That was the old way.
Yeah.
That was the old way that you are. Okay? Now you are Hillary from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
But let them know
Well, yeah, that's the reason
that
why.
homeless is where your heart is at.
Yeah, that's the reason why I tell people. I gotta tell you some more stuff. I didn't say that. To be honest with you, I see you on the what's the name, and I'm talking to you right now. I'm thinking this is the real Hulk, because you didn't look or sound like you look much younger, like 20 years younger from what I see on Zoom.
That's probably because the heaviness I had on me at the time.
Not even though the attitude and everything.
Really?
Do I still look the same?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Okay.
But the thing is, no, you're not ugly. You don't have all that oil on your face, like looking like a black monkey. Like it was so funny. I say he put too much oil on his face.
How can you tell? I don't know.
The
Well, I
shine, the
can't.
light
I don't
was
have my
shining
makeup.
all over
I
you.
don't have my makeup on.
You don't need no makeup.
Okay.
I don't have makeup. I don't like makeup, but I sell it.
So it? Oh,
I sell. I have,
okay.
listen to me.
I can see you gonna come back to someone say you gonna come back to New York, not just like with me, but you gonna come back to New York to work with other people.
I already know.
I already see you going. I see you going to Florida.
But it's because of you. It's because of the connection and the things that people you want. But the thing is, even when that happens, I'm taking you back along with me.
You sure
Because
you are?
I feel like, look, I'm about who I say I am.
I know you
and
are.
I do what I do, and I say what I do, and I don't touch it if I can't do it. You know?
You gotta come. You gotta move to New York. 'Cause you got that energy.
No, I'm
What's
not.
about to
I'm
happen?
gonna have a place here
With your
that I can come here anytime I want, and then I'm gonna have it like a vacation home when I'm gone, and then when I come back, they gotta go. Like like Airbnb.
You must be the only one from Maryland, Baltimore, Maryland, with so much energy. 'Cause every time I hear about Baltimore, Maryland, it's pop, 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 pop.
I've done that too.
And
I've done that too. But
Okay.
it's not the life I want to live.
No.
It's not. But don't play with it. Don't play with me.
Okay, yeah.
Please don't. I have my license and things and all of that. Like, I only have one more thing to do so I can have a license to carry everywhere I go. Because I have the connection for that. But like I said, I will take you right along with me because it's always like a circle. It's a changing action.
Okay.
People can take you certain places, but you have a part to do to take yourself to the level you need to be at.
Exactly.
You're supposed to be at a certain level, and I see that.
Yes.
You're supposed to be way bigger than what you are because you already have the connections.
Yes.
But it's something missing. It might be me. I don't know. But it's something missing that don't have you where you're supposed to be at right now.
At the moment, it's called time.
You're right.
It's time and season.
Yeah.
and also it's been
It's
delayed.
your season though, and
Yes.
it's your time because I'm here.
Yeah.
In Times Square.
You see, here's the thing. You couldn't come months ago. You couldn't come
Yes, I could.
a year ago. So
It wasn't my
I'm
time
talking
because
about-
where I do, it's not for everyone.
Exactly.
A lot of things that you do, God will remove them from you, or
Exactly.
He will let you see something and say, you want to get these same results over and over again until you change the way you think
Exactly.
and you do things.
Exactly.
And it took me to change the way I think, respond, and do things. And you know what? The enemy is trying to come up in my life right now.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, I'm not messing with no one. I don't do anything.
I'm the same
I
way.
gave you several packages. Look,
I'm the same
my
way.
producer called me a Miss Soraya service
my
package.
goodness.
I would give you a service package so big that you shouldn't even want to come back. But some people are so greedy, or they just don't. I don't know what it is. They got too much time in their hand or something. So I did a call earlier today, and I mean, mind you, everybody I'm connected with, or I know they love me to death, and I'm very transparent about my life, my story, the things I go through. If I'm depressed, you want to know I'm depressed. You want to
Yes.
know exactly I need help right now. Mentally, Soraya is not who she is. She's
Yes.
losing herself. You know, and if I can't get it in home, I'm gonna get it outside of home. That's why I have the therapist. That's why I have a psych doctor. I have these things because that's what helped me get to where I'm at today.
Exactly.
But the enemy is out there. I don't mess with no one. I don't deal with no one. I'm very much single, but I'm not on the market. You know what I'm saying? If I was to get involved with someone,
Yeah.
believe you me, it's not tainted, it's not messed up. I mean, you're gonna get exactly what you see.
Yes.
And I go all the way with it. So, I mean, that's why I was kidnapped one time before
Yes.
from my baby father.
Yes,
You
yes.
know, he kidnapped me for like 3 or 4 days. Yeah, talking about he was gonna put, gasoline on me and burn me up and everybody in the house up if I didn't come outside. So me caring for my friends, I came outside, didn't know where I was going, and I was kidnapped for 3 or 4 days.
Jesus.
Until my best friend came and got me because I told him exactly what it looked like when I was looking out the window.
Yeah.
You couldn't see hardly no buildings. There was a lot of trees around. And then finally his cousin told me, you know you can leave out that door when you want to. But mind you, she never told me that 3 days ago. I'm thinking like she's watching me. Don't let her leave. You know what I'm saying? The only thing she can do is go to the bathroom and you give her this to eat. So I was scared to go because I was crazy and I looked crazy at the time. And so I knew he was just as crazy as me.
Wow.
You know, but this stuff is real.
It is.
Like, if I give you a service package, it's best for you to just go ahead and mind your business and keep it moving. Because
Wow.
if the enemy come after me because I'm covered, I'm protected, I'm very spiritual, and I see what's going to happen before it happens. Like, I told my producer yesterday, and you got to realize you're chosen. I
Yes.
said, something's about to happen. I feel it. A certain individual is too quiet. What happened this morning? Get the phone call. Certain individual came here trying to start some stuff. We ain't trying to get in trouble, Soraya, but this is what you got to do to make this legalized. No problem. I was there within less than 45 minutes and I got it done.
Right.
Here, this certain individual could have done the same thing but didn't, but trying to make my life messed up. For what? For what? I gave you the world. I gave you more than I ever could give myself, but now I have peace, and I know you can't pay for that. You cannot pay for peace, and peace is very important. I need my peace. So if you want to not be peaceful and you want some loud, rowdy stuff, I can give you rah-rah too. But I don't want to go there.
See, people take your weakness. Well, not
Your kindness
your
for
kind-
weakness.
your kindness for weakness.
Yeah.
That's
Let
what
me
they
be
do.
kind. I've only been kind for less than 6 years. I was always the enemy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I was the worst thing you could ever come across in any way, fashion, or form. I'm telling you, I was worse than the devil himself.
When your book coming out? You got
I already got 4 books. I'm working on my 4th book now. I already got a book. You gonna purchase one today or not today?
not today.
Okay, yeah, I have a book. I already got it. I'm on Amazon and everything. I just sell my books by hand though because people don't really support you like they're supposed to these days. So I beat these streets and I sell my books that way.
And we talked about doing a movie for your life.
Yes,
So
we need
we
to.
still gonna do that.
We need to.
Yeah, guys, you talking to
I'm
me.
ready.
As you talking to me, what I'm hearing you saying, and what I'm seeing with you, only actually I'm looking at it before playing would be good, would be Tiffany Haddish.
Okay. Okay, I don't even know who that is, but I guess.
She's a comedian, Tiffany Haddish,
Okay.
from Girls Trip.
Oh,
comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah. The crazy one. She could be good. Or Stacey Dash.
Yeah.
But Tiffany Haddish was pretty good.
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Wow, you went through that? Oh my goodness.
Man, that's nothing compared to what I went through.
Wow, but-
Nothing. That's why I talk about my story. And sometimes I don't be around too many churchy people. I have some thorough people that I
Yeah.
love at my church.
Yeah.
Thorough, because they keep it so real. Kudos to my church, Spirit of Faith. They now call
You tired also?
yeah, tithe.
Offering?
Of course, yes. I do offering tithes. I look out for people. I do all kinds of stuff.
You're looking for a house, apartment? This is the one.
I am the
I don't
one.
mean to
I'm the
promote your own
connector.
show.
No.
This is your one?
Yeah.
You looking for a house, apartment? This is the one?
Yes. House apartment. If you're homeless, I have connections.
Yes.
If you need to go to like a rehab center, I have connections.
Yeah.
And I have a nonprofit now.
Pretty soon she'll be owning the building in New York, I see.
Yes, I will.
Okay,
Yes, I
so
will.
she worked from low income to billionaire status.
Yes, I do.
Okay?
I do.
So you could be on the street from that level to Bill Gates
Yes.
level.
Yes.
Anywhere, okay?
Anywhere.
Anywhere.
I
So
promise you.
Be looking out for her for any apartment you need, anything, because I've been living in my apartment 3 years, and that's the longest I ever had an apartment ever. 3 years. August 7, 2024 was 3 years.
Wow.
The longest I ever had an apartment in my
That's
whole entire
awesome.
life.
That's awesome.
And now the Lord is eventually me to go get a house.
Yes.
That's what I feel, to go get a house.
Yes. And I can help you.
Yes, I thought about you and all that, but I was like, she's a
I'm the connector of all nations.
Okay.
Not the world, not a country, not a state, not a city, the nation.
Okay. We gotta talk.
You already know.
We gotta talk. We definitely gotta talk. But
So-
yeah, but that's what's going on with my film, with what happened, in and out of the shelters and stuff like that. And thank God I'm no longer there. I get back to the community. I volunteer at different places. The places I volunteer, at the place called the Really Free Market, the Uptown Wagon. You can check them online. Matter of fact, they have a giveaway in a couple of weeks and one next month and everything. I'm always getting back to the homeless, getting back to people in need.
Yeah.
Share with the community,
That's
giving
right.
toys to kids and stuff of that nature.
So we're gonna do another one. I'm gonna come back out here, or I'm gonna have you come down to Baltimore, and we're gonna do another one because you're the only one that actually been on my show, my podcast, 4 times.
Really?
4 times.
Wow.
Like you're the only one.
I got on here more than Kanye West.
You got on my show more than anyone.
Wow.
4 times. And when
There
I
you go.
called you was Unstoppable Brandy,
Stop.
since I met you, and you was never stopping since then.
I can't. I gotta continue. It's like a Duracell
I love
battery.
it.
I gotta continue. A lot of people, and I thank God for you. Your camera guy filming this. A lot of people always told me, and they still do, Randy, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. I'm like, and I get
Shut over
discouraged.
here.
They be telling me stuff
Why?
like, stop doing this, stop doing. I mean,
I'm
I
telling
feel
you.
bad. Like, I be thinking maybe I ain't doing too much. And then ideas keep coming to me. I'm like, God, give me an idea to do something. He gifted me, telling me
They
I gotta
mad
continue.
because they feel like you're not supposed to be living the position you're living. Let me tell you what I thought when I seen you. I was like, oh, this is going to be real, for real, right? And I didn't know how much you was doing, but I told you the day you met me. What did I tell you? You might not remember, so let me remind you.
Yeah.
I said from this day forward, everything you touch is going to turn into gold. I said everything. And ever since that day, you was like boom, boom, boom. Was it
The
or was it
prophetess
not?
of God, churches
Was
invited.
it or not?
Yes.
I said from this day forward, the day you meet me, you're
Yeah.
going to be good.